Welcome to the first ever Otamendi podcast with me, Alex Hancock, and my good friend Jamie the Laptop Brown. Now, I'm going to let Jamie
The
describe
laptop.
to you why he's called the laptop, because I think it's utter bollocks.
Well, because you were saying you needed your laptop for some stats, and I said I am the laptop.
So you are the stat man.
I'm the stat man. Any stat you want to fire at me, I will give you the answer to. Shoot one up.
Bullshit.
Correct.
So we'll swiftly move on from the laptop. We'll just give you a bit of an introduction of what this podcast is about and the purpose of this podcast, if anyone ever listens to this. So, this is a podcast revolves around our fantasy football league, which is called the Otamendi Bowl. I will explain the reason behind the name at some point today, and then I also just to give an idea of our league, because our league is a bit different to most fantasy football leagues. Granted, obviously anyone can do this off the fantasy football app. It isn't like some unique thing that we do. It's just it is rarer.
It's a lot more fun, isn't it?
It is a lot more fun, yeah. First and foremost,
it's a lot more interesting as well.
It's a lot better. So we do a draft, and we do head to head. So every week you'll play another player. So this season's gonna be 10 of us. So the fixtures will be a fixture every single week. For example, I'm playing Al in the first week, and Jamie is playing
John, and apparently he's meant to be very good.
Well, he did win his normal league. The draft is a completely different kettle of fish, and so is the head-to-head system.
Although he has been getting a bit of stick with his team.
Poor choices, but we'll talk about that later. No offense, John, but you suck.
And you, Jack.
Less about Jack the better. But so essentially, what the head-to-head is, like saying, you place one each week. So if I got 50 points off the fantasy football players, and Al got 49, I would then take 3 points, and that's a league system, like normal football in terms of that. So you get 3 points per game. Well, if you draw, you get a point. If you lose, you get no points. So that's what makes it also different.
It's very similar to just a normal league, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Everyone's got individual players as well, so it's easier to catch up like in certain games, because if everyone's got Holland, for example, you know what I mean, it's hard to catch up on the thing unless you've got some hidden gems and what have you. So yeah. I find that it's a lot more interesting. Anyone can win on any given week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except you last season. But
except me last season.
Yeah. Just to explain a bit more what Jay was talking about then about Haaland. So the draft system is like the American football system, the NFL. So each player gets a pick, it gets a turn. So it's 1 to 10. This year I was very lucky, and I was the first pick.
Rat bastard.
So inevitably I picked Haaland, obviously. But I am now the only person in our league who has Haaland. Is
that why you're rocking the blue shirt?
It's not why I'm rocking the blue shirt. And also, by the way, Otamendi has nothing to do with Man City.
Blue shirt, Otamendi.
I do not like the oil cunts. I'm going to be honest.
Will you give a bit of explanation on that then? Because
I will explain it. Yeah, I will explain what that is. But for now, let me just explain what the draft is.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, it starts. I was number 1. Someone else was number 2. Sorry, number 10, and obviously everyone in between. So 1 down to 10 for the first round, and the second round it completely does a complete switch. So I was number 10th pick on the second go, and the first pick. And the last pick on the first go was now the first pick.
So let me understand. So if you're fifth, on the second go, you'll be fifth.
No, you're 6.
Oh, does it just go up 1 or down 1?
No, it flips, doesn't it? So if you because it's like
because you're 5th then 6th.
Yeah. And second and 9.
So 6th will be 5th.
Yeah, and so every so and then it goes back to maybe first again. So I had to wait 19 picks for my second pick.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
So that's the draft system, and like Jay was saying, for me, I mean, we've been doing this for nearly 7 years now, and it's absolutely incredible.
How long has it been running for? 7 years.
Yeah.
With that cup.
No. So just to let you know, I am the champion.
You can't see the cup.
I won last season at a canter. Record points, record wins. Absolute joy for me. To be honest, it was a little bit boring towards the end because I think I won with 10 games to go or something stupid. Jay came last with 10 games to go.
False last, I think.
It was. Well, we'll get into last season in a bit later.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was.
Charlie was the real last.
It was
Who came
interesting.
second to last? Was it Charlie?
No, it was Steve. Steve has now left.
Steve has left. He can't answer himself. So,
but one thing I will to say to Steve, if you're watching this, if you ever watch this, Jamie will outlast you. And as long as you know that, then that's all good.
Oh, did I last him still in the group?
Well, in terms of that, yeah. And also, fair to Steve, Steve is a former winner. So well done, Steve. So
he's won it as well.
Yes, he won.
Can't fault you, Steve.
So yeah, I think I'll go for the winners. Actually, no, I won't because I need to tell you a story. So I won't tell you that we won year one, but I think year two was null and void because of COVID.
What happened to that then? Did you have to just refund it or just?
Yeah, just the money kept and we played for money as well. So this year it's £15 in. Other years it was 10 or 5.
We've upped the stakes and we've upped the players.
Yeah. The third season was Steve, and then Howard won it 2 times on the bounce.
What? How many people were in it at the start?
So 8 was the first season. There was 10 the void season, and it's been 8 up until this season.
So there's been a fair few people come and go then, surely.
Yeah, there's people have come and gone. Shout out to the OGs, me, Howard, and Mick.
Any legends of the game who've gone?
Yeah, the winners, some winners have gone, but I can't say too much. So I want to tell the story of the Otamendi. Then that's why. So then Howard went 2 years on the bounce.
Is that why he calls the?
That's why he falsely calls himself the champ. However, to be a champ, he must earn two titles at the same time, 2 belts, whatever. But Howard just retained the 1 title. The first person to do it, amazing.
Oh, so he's not back to back, dude.
He back to back.
Surely that's
no, because Conor McGregor, the original champ,
yeah,
he won 2 titles in UFC. He went up a weight class and won a second title at the same time. So he held 2.
What are you classing that as Euros then?
Well, let me get to that. So
okay,
Howard falsely called himself the champ. Anyway, so the last season, as I said before, I won the league, and I also won the Euros League. So, not that I do call myself the champ for the record, but if there was a champ, it certainly isn't Howard, it's me. So
I disagree there. To be fair, he's won back-to-back league. That's harder than winning the Euros. So don't forget though.
It doesn't matter what's harder. For the record, I agree it's harder. I think because that means way harder than that. But the title champ is someone who has 2 different titles at the same time. Howard never did that, so you can't disagree. That's a fact. You can't distigree with that.
Yeah, but also the Euros is every 2 years, so
why?
It's not like a yearly thing either.
It doesn't matter. So that therefore it does make it harder then to do that because you only get one every 4 years to do that.
England have not won it since. Well, England have not won the Euros at all.
Yeah, exactly. And here I am winning it, taking one. Obviously, making the country proud, making the Otamendi players proud. So yeah, essentially, that's what this podcast is going to be about. And yeah, it's just going to be a lot of shit talking about football and the games, and hopefully
a lot of my laptop knowledge as well.
Yeah,
you got to have your own laptop, unfortunately, but you know.
If I quiz Jamie now on his knowledge, it wouldn't be very flattering. So we'll swiftly move on, and I'm now going to describe how the league started. So I know I've talked a lot recently, but as a founding member, JD during last season.
I've only been there for a season, yeah. So I'm very late to the party, yeah.
Yeah, it's Jay's second season, so he doesn't know the origins. He doesn't. Obviously, he's not quite as familiar with everything that goes on.
I still struggle now to get around it, if I'm being honest. I don't know the 100% of the points, if it's booking, this and that, you know, so yeah, I still learn the curve.
And this guy calls himself the laptop, the stat man. He doesn't know the stats of it.
Stats on Nigerian football, anything.
Okay, we'll swiftly move on from Nigerian football. So, unless we're talking about JJ Kocher or Peter Odonwingie.
Yeah, all of them. I know exactly what they've done.
So now I'm going to go into the story of why it's called the Otamendi Bowl. It has absolutely nothing to do with Manchester City. None of us Man City fans. In fact, a lot of us don't really like them.
Hate them.
I'd say hate, but if I want to put that message out there to proper Man City fans who have been there, you know, down in what's now known as League One. No problem with you.
Yeah, you can't fault them too.
The boys have been there, you know, proper Man City fans.
Watching Sean go to get a goal or two.
You know, but these
Huckabee.
Yeah, Dan Huckabee, Ali Benarbia. But these new ones who just success glory hunters fans.
Yeah.
These oil fans, Yeah, no time for you. So yeah, it's nothing to do with that. What actually is so in the first season it was called the Shiver Bowl. I think it's named after some American program. I don't know. I've not watched it. It didn't interest me. I didn't really like the name. Also, don't like the name bowl because it reminds me of American football. This is proper football, not that rubbish. No offense, America. So yeah, so cut to the end of the first season. Dave and Parky were vying for the title, neck and neck. They were on the exact same points in terms of head-to-head games where, you know, like you get 3 points for a win. However, Dave had more points in overall points of the accumulation of points by the players.
So was he just always first at the time?
At the time, yeah. Obviously,
So
it didn't change, but like that moment in time, yeah, Dave was first. So anyway, Dave had a game and Parky had a game, and at one point it looked like Parky would turn it around, and because Parky was winning and Dave was losing, so it looked like Parky would take home the title. I turned around to Howard and say, Howard, wouldn't it be hilarious now if Otamendi came on, because Otamendi was on someone's starting lineup, but wasn't, which allowed a player from the bench to come on with like 15 points or something. So that was the only way. By Otamendi coming on was the only way that Dave could win. So I said to Howard, this would be hilarious now if he comes on. 10 minutes later, Pep, what's he do? Brings on Otamendi. Me and Howard jump up like, yes, like a last minute winner. We're absolutely buzzing. The tables turned, and Dave was now taking home the title.
You can't get any closer than that.
No, and like it was the last 15 minutes, something like that. It was amazing. So Otamendi only brought 1 point to the table rather than 10 or 15, whatever it was, and give Dave the victory. And then Parky sent a little message about a little bit of a rant and said, "See you later, boys. I'm done," and left. And he was never seen again.
Never spoke. Do you know this guy personally?
Yeah, Nick Parky.
So he's always been in contact in the group. Always spoke. Is he one of them kind of guys?
Yeah, because I think he was one of the like, because I wasn't like the. I mean, obviously I was there the first season.
Yeah.
But it wasn't my idea, to be fair.
So it was all going well smoothly. He ultimately come on.
Yeah, he lost.
And then he said, "Yeah, fuck you."
Threw a hissy fit, left.
I'm off.
Never came back. He took Liam with him, and them two boys were never.
So Liam was his mate.
Yeah.
And he just went as well.
Fair, Liam kind of left a bit before they kind of stopped bothering. I think he was doing a bit of shit as well.
That's so funny.
So yeah. And then
what happened with this Dave Park? Whatever.
So Parky left. At one point, Dave. I think Dave left at one point because Dave said that he hated.
Dan didn't pay him
because he hated rooting for like players or like because he's a Liverpool fan. If Salah scored,
it's but you got to put your football first and whatever comes.
Yeah, for sure, exactly.
Yeah.
For some reason, he said he couldn't do that.
Yeah,
and he was like rooting for non-Liverpool players, and he said he couldn't handle that. Which to me is a bit.
But you're only putting, how much was it then? £10 still, or was it £5?
I think that probably £10. But it's not much money between it.
Yeah, you watch the football first, and that comes last into it.
Because we're all football fans.
Unless it's United.
So I'm a United fan, so like obviously, if I haven't got Bruno, but if Bruno scores, and it means I lose on fantasy football, I don't give a fuck about losing on fantasy football. I'd rather United win than me.
I'm with you on that. Can we just put out there how many actual United fans are in this group?
Yeah, so I will go through. I will go through all the players now.
And can we name all of them as well as armchair supporters as well?
Yeah. So we'll start off with myself. So I'm a Port Vale fan, as you can tell. So is Jamie, but Jamie's also a Liverpool fan. I'm also a United fan.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Jamie pretends he's not a Liverpool fan, but constantly talks about them. Constantly talks about Man United.
If you saw the group.
He loves.
There's a bit more context to it.
He loves Man United doing shit, and he talks about them all the time.
I'm sure some screenshots will be put into this.
Very obsessed with Man United.
I've got a couple of Man United players into my draft though.
Yeah, it was quite odd, but man's going to win, so you've got to put the best players in there.
Yeah, even though Luke Shaw has had a bit of an injury, hasn't he? So.
Poor choice. So then my brother's also in the group. He's a Vale fan. I'd say with a soft spot for United.
He's a sounder brother, by the way.
Yeah. And then we have Howard, who's also a Port Vale fan.
Yeah.
Again, I'd probably say if he had any team in the Premier League, it probably would be United, but I'd say he cares less about United than Rich.
Yeah.
And certainly me.
I think they're definitely Vale, aren't they? And I do like the group as well because majority of us are Vale as well.
Yeah, it's big. Yeah.
So there's a big chunk of us who are Vale fans, which helps.
And just to reiterate that Howard is an OG member as well.
Okay.
Howard was from the start. Then our last founding member was Mick the Rat Wood, who is also, well, he's an Arsenal fan, but also a Vale fan.
I'd say he's probably more Arsenal though.
He's 100% more Arsenal. 100%.
Yeah. It talks a lot more about Arsenal than Vale.
100%. Never goes Vale. He came to Wembley with us. Might get a little game.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that was a good trip, by the way.
Yeah, it was amazing. Vale won the playoff final a couple years ago. Amazing experience. So yeah, that's them. So and then we've got Charlie, who is a United fan. Yeah, he's from Grimsby, but he's a United
fan. I've never known anybody from Grimsby.
Tom Brackenbury.
Is from what accent has Grimsby got?
Shit.
Doesn't even have an accent.
It's just northern, isn't it? I was in northern like there. She's like,
I've never gone up to where are you from? Grimsby. Where are you from? Hartlepool.
Tom Brackenbury.
Never seen anybody say them kind of them words to me.
But to be fair to Charlie's dad, was a United fan, and also Charlie's dad was next semi-pro football player. I think he did win the cup in the lower leagues. What's it called, the FA Vars or something?
Vars, yeah. The non-league Vars.
Yeah, Charlie's dad did win that.
Yeah. He probably put a play against me, Charlie.
Charlie didn't do it. His dad.
No, that's what I'm saying. His dad.
How have you win 10?
Yeah, but I was good enough at 10.
Okay,
that's the problem.
All them boys, as I just mentioned, they were all here last season.
Yeah,
they're good solid members.
There's a couple more who've left as well.
Yeah, we'll talk about what's left in a bit. We'll just go through who I've got for now. I need the sport. Then the first new one is Jack. So Jack went to school with me, Rich, Howard. Technically Jay and Mick as well. We went to the same high school together.
You're all good mates. I knew Jack was, but you're all close to.
Yeah, obviously me and Jack have done the same street growing up, so we got Jack involved this year. He brought in his mate Al, who met at uni, who is from Sheffield, and Jack's a Man United fan. I think his cousin was or something.
So Jack a Man United fan as well.
Jack is a Man United fan, yeah.
Where are you getting it from?
United. So yeah, and then Jack brought his friend Al, who met at uni. Al's from Sheffield, and he is a Blades through and through. Season ticket holder.
Something different. I like it.
Fair play. He's a true fan. He's watched some shit in his time. But then again, so if we're watching Vale,
I mean, last season for Sheffield United was absolutely.
It was dire. But so it was just as bad for us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We were shit.
Yeah, we weren't losing 5 or 6, but we still got relegated, and that's the.
So, not good. And then the final two. The first one I'd say John. He is from Birmingham, but he is a Derby fan. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe his dad was. I'm not 100% sure. He went to He went to uni with my brother and Charlie.
I think John's a good addition to the group. He sounds knowledgeable as well.
He is.
Comes across a bit. It comes across like he knows his football anyway.
Yeah, and be fair, he's from Birmingham. He definitely not going into sporting Derby.
Yeah, that's a strange one. That is actually. Isn't it?
I'd say it's probably his dad. Probably his dad from his mum or something.
Yeah, you got the the villas of the world and Birmingham and all that.
Yeah,
Walsall.
You're not going to randomly support Derby if you're from Birmingham, are you?
No.
So like I say, he mates my brother and Charlie. My brother's Rich. And then lastly, we have Dan the Man, said Al. So Dan the Man. Dan is Charlie's Irish-English friend. He's Irish blood, but brought up in England. And
I instantly like Dan because he's a Scouse.
He is a Scouse, unfortunately. Well, he's not actually a Scouser, but he's a
fan.
He's a Liverpool fan. So again, similar to Jay, very little football knowledge. Talks absolute rubbish about Liverpool all the time. But
at least I've got someone now who can back my corner.
Yeah, but you want something to do.
Because it's always been 1 against 5, but Rich has always stuck up for me, which shout out to Rich. That's why I said he's a sounder brother.
I mean, it's pretty annoying, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, so that's who we are, and that's who we support.
Also, we're hoping to bring down people on as well at some point, so you'll get to know them individually anyway.
Yeah, you'll get put a name to the face, because I appreciate me just saying names at you. Isn't much, but I do need to describe. Yeah. that. So, what we'll do now is, do you think it's time for think you will be missed if you didn't exist?
I remember you talking about this. Yeah.
So this I'm going to do this segment. It might be every week, but it will be some weeks. And
Yeah.
just to put us out there, this is my personal opinion. Obviously, I don't think for one second that they wouldn't be missed. They didn't exist. I'm sure they've got friends and family who would miss them dearly. I just find them annoying as fuck. Okay, obviously, yeah, granted, it is a little bit personal.
It's more of a they'll be missed in football.
Well,
not like as a person. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and in the context of what
We're talking about.
Because obviously we're all human beings, we're entitled to opinions. Some of us dog shit.
Unless it's Charlie, we won't miss him.
No, but yeah. So unfortunately, it's Mark Goldbridge.
I don't know much about this guy.
He is a United fan.
Is he the guy who keeps coming up on the Charlie and you keep putting a little
yeah, he
video
sits. He's a little. I mean, fair, like us, he's talking about his opinion, and that's fine.
He's one saying, but everyone said he's a nonce.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I know. Now
and we, for the record, we're not saying he's a nonce. He said that on his own show.
Yeah, he said it's on his.
Call him that. We're not going to call him anything.
Yeah.
So stupid.
I don't think he's a nonce.
No, he's a guy with a platform with shit opinions, in my opinion. Yeah. Like he spouts absolute shit. I'm not going to focus too long on him because he does me head in.
And he's a United fan, is he?
Yeah, United fan.
Yeah.
But I want to bring up one point he said recently that's really, pissed me off. He was talking about playing Premier League games outside the country. Now, fuck you, Goldbridge. Like, honestly, I don't know why anyone listens to you. I don't know why I've got a following. You took absolute shit.
Which countries is he naming?
In particular, like America, for example. He didn't say it's got to be. He said he doesn't mind if Premier League players and Premier League games.
But he isn't going the games, is he?
No, he's an armchair fan.
It's the most embarrassing comment ever.
Exactly. Because let's be honest. Listen, we live in a multicultural world, and in my opinion, England's better for that. So look at what the foreign players add to the Premier League. They make it the best league in the world. So it's not like what are you foreigners? None of that rubbish. But what we'll say is, football clubs are built from the working class of England.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
You wouldn't get these massive clubs like Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, and even your smaller clubs.
Not like it's the Premier going up into
your Port Vales, your Grimsby's.
You want to have got the Jay Browns of the world playing football.
Exactly. So they were built up, and now the rich have taken over. Nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. But I don't want to see a game played outside this country. No. Yeah, have friendlies by all means, because it is now a worldwide game.
It's all about the grassroots.
It is a worldwide game, and their fans do bring in money, but it's built off the back of fans who from this country again. Like, yeah, but so I do not want to see football be taken away from it. I don't want to see the Premier League taken away from this country because it is something I believe is ours, and unfortunately, one of the only good things that we bring to the world.
Did we create football?
Well, we did create football, but that obviously, but it doesn't matter. Like, football's for everyone. But the Premier League, obviously, but in a sense, if you watch it live around the world, yeah. But let's not take the games.
It's same with that Super League. What they were going to bring up once all that sort of stuff was just
nonsense. We won't get into that because that's a different kind of story. But Mark Goldbridge, like, I know you're going to keep giving your opinions, and for some reason, people are going to listen. But
would you like him to come on here?
Absolutely not. No. But I mean, he wouldn't come on here anyway. I mean, we're two nobodies. But yeah, Mark Goldbridge.
we can still call him out though.
Just, mate, give it a rest. You don't know much about football. Your opinions are the worst ever. Like, give it a rest. Okay, well done. How do you feel about that? The first I think you'll be missed if you didn't exist is Mark Goldbridge.
Yeah, are you going to do one every week then?
I mean, not every week, but
there'll be a lot of people.
I mean, the list is endless with me. It's the kind of guy I am. Right, so I think next, let's talk a bit about. So we talked about what the draft is. Now let's go through people's teams.
Sorry?
We'll go through the teams now. Yeah. In fact, actually, Mr. Laptop, if you would like to go through all the teams, all the players, all the teams, Mr. Laptop.
Yeah. Tell me, which team do you want me to go for then?
We'll go with Al.
Andre Agassi and Phil Taylor up top.
Yeah.
I don't know the rest. I just know he's got some great strikers.
Yeah. So we'll leave it on there. Okay. So we're going to talk about we're just going to go through each team now, and the first team on my list is Howard, and his name is JB Comeback, because
Are you going to give a bit more context on
Jamie
that
has been in and out the group. He's left a couple of times on his own volition, and I kicked him. As you may tell from this little interaction you've seen so far, tensions can be quite high.
We're very competitive and very stubborn.
Yeah.
And we don't like to say, we don't like to admit that we're right or wrong in some ways. So,
but Jamie's wrong nearly all the time.
I'm never. No, that's not true.
It is. It is.
It's true.
So JB come back. Okay. So yeah. So let's go with Howard's team. So there has been a few minor changes since the draft, because before the first game you can do some subs. So Howard has Edison, Trent, Kyle Walker, Gahey, Wan-Bissaka, Mo Salah, Bernardo Silva, Bailey, McAllister, Armstrong, Ivan Toney. His bench, he's got Verbergen. I think he's Leicester's goalkeeper, I think. And then Timber, Somerville, and Owaini, the Nottingham Forest striker.
Well, that's going to come crashing down if he's got Timber.
I do apologise for pronouncing his name wrong. Okay, so what I'll do is probably go through all the teams first, and at the end we'll predict them.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next team on my list happens to be me. And my name this year is I Want Jay to Be No More. So the reason I did that is because of Jamie's name. He insulted me in his name, so I retaliated with
I have changed now.
Which will be changing. I Want Jay to Be No More. Okay, so my team, this is the big one, boys. We have Anana, Gabriel, Ake, Shaw, Pau Torres, Anthony Gordon, Bowen, Barnes, Smith Rowe, Adman Shore, and Haaland. And I believe that Haaland will be the difference in the end. So
is that the Troy Rapid?
No, I've got Armand, the United one. The Rapid one's a Dolma, I think. So I've got Areola as my sub-keeper. I've got Fofana for Chelsea in defence as well. I have got Lukaku. Now, this was a risk, but because I've got Haaland and Højlund, I just thought it didn't matter on the last choice because he's earning so anyway. And I heard rumours that he might be getting Villa. I think he probably will end up going abroad, but like I've got two of the top 6 strikers, definitely the best striker. So,
well, is Lukaku with any news on that? He's got
not at the moment.
Yeah.
So So then lastly, like I just mentioned, Højlund. So in my opinion, it's the best team, but we'll move on. We'll discuss that later. Now we've got Al, which in my opinion is the best name. It's Hawk-Toi Zabi.
I thought he meant Al. I thought he meant his first name then.
No, he's called that.
His actual name?
No, his name is Hawk-Toi Zabi. You know, the Hawk-Toi.
Yeah, but it's just another copycat.
Well, it probably is copy and paste, but it is a generally good one. So he's got Alisson in goals, Pedro Porro, Van de Ven, Marosi of United, Son, Martinelli, Slobosai, Gibbs White, Ndidi, Gakpo, Richarlison, Sanchez, Ben Brereton, or Diaz, now called Kilman, and Gusto.
Not enough goals for me.
Weak, yeah, but we'll like I said, we'll go for at the end. Then let's go for Dan. His is Wijnaldum Leviosa. Okay, his team: Martinez. Damn it. And Everton defenders Ukrainian. Myelenko, maybe. Munez, Virgil van Dijk. He's got Rodgers, Kevin De Bruyne, and Kaku. He's got Chan. He's got Darwin Nunez, Wood, Munez, Henderson, Hudson-Odoi, Ruben Diaz, and Robinson.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Then we'll move on to John's team. Okay, Raya, Guardiola, Trippier, Anderson, Palmer, Madison, Ward-Prowse, Trossard, Jolinton, Kai Havertz, Calvert-Lewin, Ramsdale, and Nketiah, Zinchenko, and Tarkowski. We'll get back to you in a minute, Jay, with your thoughts. Then let's go to Charlie, one of the weaker players in the league. Wouldn't you say?
I don't know. I've looked at his team again today.
No, I meant in past seasons.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, he's my bottom bits kind of guy.
You are the bottom bitch, the worst record of all
Yeah,
time.
but he's the guy who I'm banking on to make not look bad.
Okay, so he has Jose Sarr, Martinez of United. He's got Kwanzaa, Livramento, Rashford, Garnacho, Doku, Grealish, Elliott, Watkins, Fulkrug, and he's got Man City's backup keeper. He's got Brathwaite, Colwill, and for some strange reason, he has Julian Alvarez, even though it was known to everyone else that he would be going to.
Has he not changed him yet?
No, he's still there. And we all know he was going to Atletico Madrid. For some reason, Charlie did not. Even though it was posted in the group chat, he still went for him.
You never know. It could be fake news, Charlie.
And this is why, it's signed, it's done now. It's signed. So this is why Charlie is always towards the bottom end of the table. He is a mad bastard.
And by the way, just a shout out, he come bottom in the Euros.
And you come second bottom. Okay, then my brother's team, Rich, he's got Vicario, Saliba, Akanji, Romero, Eze, Bruno Gomes, Kudos, Neto, João Pedro, Isaac, Xerxes, Flecken, Kuori, the Polish, he's Polish, Arsenal defender, Chigwell, and Rodrigo. And for record, I do know that he's called Chilwell. Just if you've ever seen the Kloppy video on TalkSport, I always refer to the players as what he called them. So like Grealish, Kloppy, Salco, Stone, because
it's basically taking the piss, aren't you?
Yeah, it was amazing. Okay, then haven't mentioned their names after. So John's name is absolute garbage. Evolution FC. I don't know what that is. Some reference to a dog player. That one is absolute dog shit. John, you have embarrassed yourself.
What's his name again?
Evolution FC.
I don't get it.
It's something to do with a Derby player, but
no, Ebue is that dog player design, but I don't get
what. Bit.
I don't get what the tie into it like.
I just think John likes rubbing lotion.
Yeah.
Into Ebue. I can't think of any other reason.
John, give us a shout out. Let us know what the actual reason is for that.
Yeah, Charlie's name is Grealish Revenge. Again, he was called.
Absolutely embarrassing name, by the way.
Grealish in other seasons, again due to Kloppy. Rich is Afternoon Delict. Originally was called Delict My Bulls. However, Fantasy Football did not like that name, which I thought was dumb. It's not really offensive, but never mind. Especially because our league is closed. Only people who can see our team names are people in Otamendi.
It's just a personal between us.
Okay, this one's a good name. I'm guessing you Googled it. We've got Jack next. We'll do this for a second. Acuna Matata. So obviously the Wolves player and the Crystal Palace striker. Let's go through.
He's definitely Googled that.
Yeah. Let's go through this team. Pickford in goals. Delict. Calafori. Dalot. Bruno Fernandes. Kuleveski. Johnson. Matoma. Mateta and Cunha. So at least it works because he has got them both in his team, to be fair to him.
Oh, get it now, yeah.
Cunha Mateta.
At least he's put it towards his shit team, yeah.
And he's got Jackson, and his keeper is Harmison. He's got Mitchell, Savio, and he's got Conser. And I think this is next to the last one. No, it's not. We've got yours truly. So let's see if the laptop remembers his team name.
My name?
Yeah, we'll do that first. What's your team name, laptop?
Yag Akokahan XLA.
Yeah. Pure nonsense, absolute garbage. Your name.
That's my name. And if you want to try to work it out without me spelling it out, then you're a genius.
Yeah. Jay will send you £5 to your bank account. Please send
And do you want me to tell you my?
Don't say details. Don't do that. This is not a scam.
Do you want me to tell you my laptop knowledge of what my team was?
Come on.
Nick Pope in goal.
Yeah.
Diop, Stone, and Dunk.
You haven't got Diop.
Was Maguire in there then?
You have got Maguire.
Well, Maguire was on the bench.
You've got Gomez, mate.
Oh, Gomez, yeah. Sorry, I forgot what was going on. Gomez. Foden, Manu.
Yeah.
Or Manu, I always say it. Jota.
Yeah.
Odegaard. And I can't remember the fifth one actually. Go on, tell me.
Rice.
Oh, Declan Rice, yeah. And then Antonio and Solanke and
yeah.
I forgot the one. Oh, and Wilson.
Yeah, you got Wilson.
I can't remember.
Shaw and Maguire.
Yeah.
You got injured Wilson and injured Shaw. And you've also got
Keller.
And you've got Keller who doesn't play.
Yeah, but he did play for you last season when Alisson got injured, didn't he? But also, it's not bad for a second string keeper, is he?
I would argue that he is, but I won't tell you reasons why because I don't give any tips. But for me,
you're saying that he's not going to play and getting any points. No, exactly what you're going to say.
It's a weak choice.
Well, you've got your second keeper
for a week
again.
Yeah, mine's West Ham's first team goalkeeper.
Yeah, that's fair play.
We'll get more points than
they conceded 2 goals today.
Who cares?
Oh, shit.
Right, and last of all, we have Mick, which is let's be having you. And
that's honestly, Mick.
Where are you?
You must.
Let's be having you.
You must have thought about that one for fucking hours. Taylor Smith.
Okay, so Michael Wood has Leno, White, Robinson, Conte, Kukureya, Salco, Luis Diaz, Mudueke, Mbamu, Paqueta, and Gabriel Jesus. Bench, he's got Neto, Wissa, the Lap. I think he's son of Roy Lap, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I think he's on. Is he on? They brought him on loan from Man City.
I don't know.
But yeah, he's played for Man City anyway. He's been sold on loan, and I don't think he's as good as dad at throw-ins. But I think he's a much better football player.
I haven't seen him throw a ball yet.
And Maatsen of Aston Villa. So we've gone for the teams. It was quite long-winded. I'm going to be honest, but let's try predict. I mean, one thing I will say, we in the group chat, everyone predicted Jack to be bottom.
Yeah, now he's
Jack changes quite a lot, hasn't he? Since
he's changed before the ones that you just read out there for Jacks. I know I give him a bit of stick in the group, but yeah, he hasn't got a bad side now. To be fair, Al springs to mind. To be honest with you,
yeah, I think Al's got a weak team.
I think, I do think he's going to be struggling.
I think also,
and you've got him first game of the season, haven't you?
Yeah, I'll have him first game of the season. I think that John's got a weak team as well. I'm not gonna lie.
John Seymour.
Yeah. I think, to be honest, this season it seems like the teams are a lot closer. Like last season, I'm not trying to be big-headed. I genuinely ran away with it. Record points, record wins. Jay was the worst player of all time.
Yeah, well, let's be honest. So
absolutely embarrassing.
I didn't pick my team.
No, he didn't pick his team. However,
no excuses. But I did have chances.
You made some shocking transfers, didn't you?
I think I had a Bogle at one point and Collins.
Yeah, so he had a Sheffield United defender that won the clean sheet all season.
Yeah,
but he subbed him. And at one point you could have picked up, like Diaz or Guardiola, or I dropped.
I think I dropped Bruno at one point.
I dropped Romero at some point. You did drop Bruno. You did drop Bruno Fernandes. You dropped someone else who was really good. So yeah, obviously you're never going to win it after the draft. You would have been meant for you to win.
Yeah. Also, I had I started with Harry Kane and Mahrez. And Tony. All of them. Well, Tony had a ban, and Mahrez and Kane were going abroad. So obviously, I'm struggling from the off. It also drafts it when you're not basically when you're not there.
Just restrict. Jay did have a new young daughter at the time, but she was about 3 or 4 months at the time.
She would have been, yeah.
And you were at home. You could have done it, but you bottled it. For some reason, you just.
She would have been about 3 or 4 months. Yeah.
You could. You have to do a pick. I mean, because even if every now and
Jack
again.
did it this season, didn't he?
Yeah. Even if every now and again you missed a go.
Yeah.
You still could have done it.
I still could have got a fair chunk of my team out there. Yeah.
Still come last.
I regret it because obviously the season's a long season then.
Yeah.
And it's you're putting £10 on the line anyway. So yeah, it's a bit of a. It was a long season, and not only that, the stick I was getting as well.
Unbelievable stick. But you can imagine because the way also. It might say, "Oh, giving him stick," you couldn't have, but Jay gives it the big and a lot. And considering how bad he was, even though he's kind of joking, people then jump onto you because you're constantly saying, "I'm the best, and you're the worst thing you've ever seen."
Yeah, but
people are going to take the piss out of you.
This season, though, I think it'll be a lot different.
So
I actually put some thought into my team this season.
Where did I rate you originally?
What?
No, this season. After Sweet Team.
Oh no, yeah. But before that, you said that I probably would have been at the bottom.
Before Sweet Team, yeah. Before Sweet Team, I said, this guy's going to be bottom again.
But I think you said top 4, did you? Top 5?
I said top 5.
Yeah, top 5, which is obviously a massive improvement for me. Yeah.
Can we also talk about one of your first names this season? Can you tell me the
Jamie Savage Gordon?
Yeah, and I thought this name was absolute pure dog shit. I fucking hated it so much to a passion. It makes no sense. If his name was Jamie Savage or something, or he's called Robbie. Robbie,
I put it down really because I wanted to be savage.
Yeah, because he thinks he's savage, and I was like, this guy's not savage.
Yeah,
he's a little. I don't know what he is.
And obviously Gordon is all Savage Gordon. So that was the reason behind it. But
yeah, it's still shit, wasn't it?
It was.
Looking back, do you regret that?
My name's better now.
I think it's even worse now, but so in retaliation, I changed my name to Jamie Savile Gordon, but again, that's what we didn't like that. So
I don't get Howard though. Is that the one because I got kicked out?
Yeah. So Joe, baby, come back.
Oh yeah.
JB, come back.
I'll get you now. Yeah. That makes more sense.
It's play on words, boy.
I thought. Do you know what I thought initially was doing?
What?
I thought he was trying to send me a message on there to look on the draft.
Cryptic messages in his name of his team. Begging you. JB, come back. No, it's the song.
Well, you got to think about it. It was 2 hours. It was 2 hours to go, so I thought it was just trying to tell me.
No, incredible. No.
And then I'm seeing it. Then I'm seeing his name still on there, so I thought, well, I'm back.
No. And should we just go quick?
That's so funny.
A quick run for the names again. We did do a vote, but the names have changed since that vote. So me and Jay are just going to do our own votes right now. We'll do the best and worst. So JB come back is good, but it's not the best. Definitely worst. I like it. I want Jay to be no more. It's not the best. It's not the worst.
No.
This is my favourite personally. Hook Toise AB, just because of the hook Toise, spit on that thing.
I'm more going towards Jack because he's put a bit more thought into it because he's actually got.
No, that is new one. It is good.
Yeah.
Hakuna Matata.
Yeah, I'm going to say Jack.
So we're going for Jack. So we're going to. Yeah. Okay, so you'll go Jack and I'm going to go Al. Now the worst. It's got to be a Blue Evolution. It's absolute dog shit, mate.
I still don't get it. I don't get the Blue Evolution bit. I don't get the actual name of it. John, I don't understand it.
If you're hearing this, change that name now because it is pure shit. Yeah. No one's going to think that's a good name. No one in the world. They're just going to be laughing at you.
Yeah.
So, okay, we've got a joint top with Hook Toise AB and Hakuna Matata, which I do love Hakuna Matata. I'm a big Lion King fan. Great song. So that gets my thumbs up, Jack. Although I do think you giggled it, but still.
Yeah, but it just ties well because of his team.
Yeah, it does. It does tie well with time. It's good. It's good. Right, I think then, I mean, unless you think I've missed anything, Jay, unless you want to add something, is there anything else for this week's?
Predictions.
Oh, prediction.
Yeah.
I did try to do this. We got sidetracked.
Oh yeah.
So we'll go back to that now.
Let's do the fixtures and predictions.
We'll do the top 3 first and the bottom 3.
Are we doing the league or?
We'll do the league first, and then we'll go through the fixtures.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to say my top 3. You can say your top 3. My top 3 is me, my brother Rich. I'm going to say Howard. My bottom 3 is Al, Dan, and John.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I think Rich has always got solid sides, and Howard. So I'm putting them to. Are we doing top 3s?
Yeah.
I'm putting them to top 3, and
above
then
Haaland. Haaland and Bowen.
You know about yourself, are you?
Yeah.
No, I'm putting them in the top 3. No actual order.
Yeah.
I just feel everyone else has got a solid side. I think Jack's even. I know.
It was dog shit, but no, it's decent.
Yeah, give him a bit of shit. And look at Charles. Charles isn't bad.
Yeah, I think he's really close league this year.
Yeah.
I'm well aware that I could be wrong with my predictions. I don't think this is like set in stone. Like last year, I was quite close.
But I'll probably go just with you and go go you, Howard, and Rich.
Yeah, bottom three.
I'm not going to say myself because
I don't think you've got three, no.
I think I'm going to pick enough wins. Initially, it was Jack all the way, but I don't think he'll be anywhere near that bottom three now. So I'm going to say Al. Yeah, Al, Dan, and John. Was that the same what you had?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a rarity because we've been on the top three and the top six.
Yeah, and I think the rest will just mix up there as well at some point. So Mick's going to be he's a Crystal Palace, isn't he, Mick?
Yeah.
He's always good. He's never in danger.
And the thing is, as well,
he's good enough to threat as well.
It's cliche, but it's a long season, and injuries. You know what I mean? If Haaland gets injured,
yeah,
I could be in trouble.
Well, yeah, because if Haaland pulls up and he's out, when you don't get Champions League and that sort of stuff.
Because obviously in real life, say I've got Haaland, but I haven't got Salah. Not real life, in normal fantasy.
Yeah,
I'd take Haaland out, and I'd just get Salah in, and once Haaland's back,
you bring him back on. Yeah,
but you can't do that because if I get rid of Haaland, you can get swiped up.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's why the draft is so much more interesting, and anyone can win at any given time.
Yeah, because like sometimes you got to drop players. If you've got like 5 players missing, you've got to do it.
And how many
certain
subs
players
can you make again then?
The same as always the same.
So it's always the transfers as normal and transfers. Sorry, is that every Thursday? Is it?
Yeah. So it depends if the game's on Friday or not. If there's a game on Friday,
I
think it's Wednesdays and Thursdays. But if it's a Saturday game, it's Thursdays and Fridays. So Thursdays is the waiver, where bottom gets first pick, whoever's bottom of the league gets first pick, and so forth. But obviously you only get your first pick. You can't just get every player going. It'll be like
I get you. Yeah.
But then once the waiver's done and players are free range, anyone can get anyone.
Yeah.
So but there's a time period from when the game week starts till
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, and then finally we'll do our fixtures. So fixture 1, I've got Rich v Howard. Now I'm going to go for, even though I think Rich will come above Howard.
That's a big game. Really knows that is. Yeah.
I think Howard got the edge due to he's got Salah playing Ipswich. There's
goals in there, isn't there?
Yeah. Who else has he got? Let me just refresh myself. He's got Salah. He's got Trent. So I imagine a clean sheet. He's got McAllister. So
yeah, and to be honest, I was looking at someone on this Premier League fantasy, and a lot of people have Salah as the captain this week.
Oh, I would as well.
Just because of the chances of scoring a goal. So
okay, so I'm going to go for Howard, but Rich has got a good team. It would be close, I think.
Who's Rich got up top again?
I don't think his striker's probably one of his weaknesses, but I think he's got good defence. There we go. Oh no, he's got mint strike force. He's got Isaac, Xerxes, João Pedro. He's got Eze, Bruno, Kudos, Neto, Saliba.
Yeah, so
he'll probably get a clean sheet. But
he's got a.
It's a good team.
That's
two good teams.
I can't call that. I'm going to just say Rich nips that.
Okay, so back to disagreeing. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so the next fixture.
We'll have to jot this down and see who gets the right credit.
Is Akuna Matata versus Grealish Revenge. Difficult.
I'm going to say Charlie. I do actually like Charlie's squad. I looked at it again today and I thought, because we've had a side bet as well, by the way.
Yeah.
£10 a week. So yeah, I looked at it today and I thought I was a bit worried.
The thing is, for me, he's got Grealish and Doku.
Yeah. One of the other isn't.
One isn't going to play.
Yeah.
He's got Brathwaite injured. He's got Alves who doesn't even play. So he's got 3 players who definitely aren't playing. He's got your Harvey Elliott who isn't.
He's in and out the side.
He's not like a stalwart who's starting every game. So, I feel like Jack's got the victory this one. So I'm going to go for Jack.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with Charlie. I think he's got enough on that first 11.
Sure, your football knowledge now because you won't have 11 players playing, but yeah.
Well, I'm on about the team he's got out there. I think they'll get enough points.
Okay. Then we have your pathetic name of a team.
Can we say their name, please?
I don't need to pronounce it. You can say it if you want.
Yag.
Yeah.
Kokang. Alex.
He sounds like a raving lunatic. Made up words.
Excellent, sorry.
You sound like a madman.
It's a great name. If anyone can work it out backwards.
Jay will give you £5, but you have to go to his house because we can't be asking people's bank details. So I'll give you his address. You knock on his door. He'll give you £5.
Also, I'm going to change that name so when it does get screenshotted, you won't know what it is. But if you do know it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you're playing John. I'm going to go for you personally. I think John seems garbage.
No, I'm backing myself on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm backing myself.
Did you ever side bet with John this week or not?
No, don't side bets to John. It's all...
Just Charlie.
Yeah, it'll get expensive.
Then we've got Mick v Dan. So let's be having you versus Wingardium Leviosa. I'm going to go for Mick.
I don't like that name.
Dan's a newcomer. You don't like Harry Potter, do you, though?
I can't stand stuff like that, no. I think it's a bit... Yeah, just hate it.
Fair enough.
So for that reason...
To any Potters out there, I do apologise.
Yeah, well, my missus is a big Harry Potter fan. I can't stand it.
Big Potterhead, your missus, yeah.
Big Potterhead.
She does not smoke weed for the record. Shit joke for myself. And finally, we're going to go on to I Want Jay to Be No More versus Hook Towards AB. So I really don't like Al's team. I guess Al would disagree.
He's tried to justify it a couple of times. I think he got some Sheffield United players as well.
Well, no, because he got Aldgate last season.
No, who signed on to it.
Oh yeah, he has. Yeah, he has to sign some former.
Yeah,
he's loyal to his Blades, but I suppose he was taking fantasy football.
I think that's just Alex Hancock win, unfortunately.
Okay, and that's the first week's fixtures. So obviously next week we'll give you an update on how well our predictions were. I mean, to be honest, I'm not even going to write these down, so we'll have to remember.
I think it's on the video, isn't it?
We don't know Gary Neville and Roy Keane, are we? Let's be honest.
No.
So we're just two lads from Stoke. Well, from Newcastle Milan, really, having a laugh. So yeah. And now this time, I do think it is the end.
Yeah, I think that's a wrap.
So hope you enjoyed it. Do we tell people like and subscribe or not do that bullshit?
No.
If you want to, do it. If you don't. It's up to you. I honestly couldn't give a fuck. We're doing it for having a laugh. If you do like it, amazing. If not,
just
go watch Mark Goldbridge or something. You know what I mean?
Just go watch Port Vale.
Don't watch Port Vale unless you're a Vale fan. Okay, so yeah, see you next week, guys.